Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. You know, you probably have too much tea when you forget that you have an entire batch of an immaculate, amazing tea just sitting in the warehouse for 2 years. So yesterday I did a live stream, Mayleaf Sessions. If you're not part of the Mayleaf Sessions crew, then make sure that you join us for our live sessions. And somebody pointed out that we haven't released a ripe tea for nearly a year. And I was thinking, that's not possible. We surely have ripe teas to release. And it sort of baffled me. But then I was thinking about it and I suddenly remembered that there was a tea that I was super excited about releasing a couple of years ago. But because of the fact that it got held up with other releases, I left it and thought, I'll release it a bit later, and I completely forgot. And there was this moment yesterday where I was like, oh my gosh, we've got this amazing over 20-year-old Liu Bao, which I absolutely loved when I tasted it, and I was super excited to release. It was going to be a Christmas release, a big Christmas release a couple of years ago, but then it got pushed because of another release or something, and I thought I'm going to save that up for a big release. And I completely forgot about it. So I rushed off to the warehouse this morning and got myself a bag of this. So thank you for those people who reminded me and prompted me to go through my inventory in my head. This is a 2003 Liu Bao from the Gui Qing variety, which is one of the original heirloom varieties. So we'll quickly scope it. This is from spring 2003. This is from Gui Qing, so you can call this a Gui Qing Liu Bao. And the origin is from Liu Bao in Guangxi province of China. Picking and processing this, you can see this is a very high grade Liu Bao, so it's of the higher grades. They sort of grade it by picking, and as they become larger pickings, it becomes lower grade, although I never like the terms lower grade because it just is a matter of taste. But this is nice young leaves, small leaf picking, elevation around 800 meters. If you want to know the whole sort of processing for Liu Bao, go check out my other video about Liu Bao. I don't want to go through it all now, but it is a very old style of HR, which is a ripened tea. This predates ripe PuErh tea. This predates, you know, the more commonly found HRs or fermented teas like ripe PuErh tea. This is Guangxi province, different province, very historic fermentation history of teas to make this Liu Bao HR. Again, it's different processing compared to ripe PuErh, but go check out the video so you can get more detail there. I just want to taste this tea because it's been nearly 2 years. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? How did I miss this? How did I forget? So it's made me wonder, like, are there other teas out there that I've completely forgotten about? But no, I'm pretty sure we're on top of it. I'm brewing in this shisha silver pot just because I can. Hedgehog gets a little rinse, and the rest goes into the vessel. Okay. I'm still chuckling to myself that this happened, because I do remember this being a big potential release. I was like, this is such a specialty, and I've got to shout about it. And that's why in the live show, if you watch the live show, you'll see me sort of being very quizzical, going, I know that there was an amazing tea. There was an amazing tea that I was super excited about. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a smell of a 2003 Liu Bao that was aged for 20 years in China and then 2 years in our warehouse. Cheers, everybody. Here we go. Wow. Antique, antique, antique. This is the smell of aged, clean aged. You know, that really, really amazing smell. I'm getting churches, I'm getting church crypts, I'm getting antique woods, I'm getting leather, I'm getting Brazil nuts, which are nutty, but they have a certain sort of varnish, polish quality to them. I'm getting shoe polish. I'm getting betel nuts. I'm getting, which is classic for Liu Bao. I'm getting just this bright dank, cavernous smell. So wet, cavernous, not dank as in sort of musty, just very clean, very, very clean, but very, very aged. And a touch of caramel is popping through there. But this tea is really showcasing all of those aged notes, the sort of non-food notes that come from aging, like the caverns, the crypts, the leathers, the polish. You know, those notes are very, very, very pronounced in this smell. As I said, this is from the original variety, the Guiqing variety. Cheers. Why do I keep saying cheers before I'm smelling it? Oh, yes. How did I forget you? How did I forget you? I baffled. Alcoholic, rich, 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 non-food note, churches, crypts, shoe polish, leather, paper reams, antique woods, just intense aged smell, but then a bag full of, I mean, it smells alcoholic. It smells like, you know how shoe polish has a sort of alcoholic note, but then move that into frangelico. So hazelnut liquor, but imagine that that hazelnut liquor is like spiked with extra alcohol. It's like, wood varnish frangelico. It's off the charts in terms of its fermented smell, but all clean, no mustiness, no weirdness, no funkiness. It is just clean as you like, aged smell. And then the creams come through. Yeasty Belgian waffles. The best waffles, come on. The best waffles are yeast waffles, Belgian yeast waffles. Much better than, you know, a baking powder waffle, in my opinion. Caramels, brown sugar. Yeah, yeasty, fluffy, warm, yeasty, carameled Belgian waffles. And it's just that alcohol, brandy, I would say as well, brandy and frangelico. It is like the ultimate aged smell. Let that brew up. Super happy. It's like I've ordered a new tea. I forgot about it, and then it's like it's reappeared in my life, and it's like, oh, it's like I've suddenly got this new tea. This is why you need to do live shows. I need the hive mind. I need people around me to go, wait a minute, you haven't released a ripe tea. Is that intentional? It's like, no, I definitely had a ripe tea. Oh, yeah. To be fair, it's all my fault, because when I looked at all of our like documentation and our organization of like, we have a list of all the teas, it was there. It wasn't like it was forgotten. It was sort of so low down in terms of date that I just didn't scroll up that far. All right, let's see the color of this liquor. Beautiful, clean looking liquor. And a nice sort of russet brown, dark russet brown color. Some real activity on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that there's still sort of the trichomes and fluff on the top as well of this. Cheers. Now I can say cheers. Texture first. Medium thick, super hydrating, super clean. I mean, it's like the aging on this, the fermentation on this, top, and the aging on this, clean as you like. Just really letting the years, this is the taste of a dry age storage, letting the years do the work slowly, not trying to push it, and it's just super, super clean. Super, super smooth. So medium thick, hydrating, mineral. It's got this stony quality. It's like you've taken like stone, like slate or something, and then you've just sort of poured over some brandy or some Frangelico, sweet and alcoholic. God, amazes me, this alcohol note to it. I'm sure it doesn't contain alcohol. I'm gonna have to test it, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. Church crypts, antique woods, incense, unlit, just the smell of incense with all of those sweet spices. Some sandalwood, antique wood, like sweet resinous woods. Really sweet resinous woods. A touch of dried orange peel. Moving into the aged tangerine peel note that's very commonly found, blended with ripe PuErh, but a little less medicinal, more like dried orange peel. It's just brings you to a location. I'm just in a cavern or a big church crypt, and it's clean, no you know, dampness or mustiness. It's dry, but it's just aged. You can smell history in this tea. Still getting some of this fluff on here. Finish. Beautiful. Again, clean, slightly alcoholic. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a crêpe Suzette. So you're taking, what is it, crêpe Suzette? It's taking orange with orange liqueur. Is it Grand Marnier? I think. But basically you're taking orange peel and sugar, and then you're flambeing it with alcohol. And it leaves you with this slightly bitter orange peel note that moves to this fresh, zingy fruitiness with this alcoholic, slight alcoholic burn in the mouth. It's very, very unique. Very, very different from a ripe PuErh. With a quench, but then the juiciness is, yeah, again, like that bittersweet, orangey and sugar, but with the zest, the little bitterness of the zest. It's just super, super refined. This is the kind of heavy-hitting ripe PuErh that I would associate with the old world. You know, this is like an old world ripe, just done properly. Old world varieties, old world like style of fermentation from an old province, and just done right, not rushed. This is completely oblivious to the popularity of ripe TEAWARE. This is just, no, we just do things the old way. Bam, 20 years, done. And it is just like one of those high ticket tastes. And it is more of an adult taste, I would say. I'm not screaming about like creamy custards and fudges like I might be with like a ripe PuErh of some of them. This is what I love about this is just hitting you with all of those aged flavors. If you like that aged taste, you're going to love this tea. Not to say that there isn't sweetness, not to say that I'm not getting caramels, which I am tons. Brown sugar, I'm getting loads of brown sugar. And orange peel, a slight, what is that? A slight cinnamon, yeah, cinnamon there. So I'm getting all of that. Yeah, I'm getting all of it. So I'm getting cinnamons, brown sugars. What did I say before? There was another note. Belgian waffles, caramels. Getting all of that. It's lovely. It's definitely got that confection dessert. But on top of all of that is this amazing aged taste where I'm getting the incense, I'm getting the resinous woods, I'm getting the leathers, I'm getting the stone, I'm getting the church, right? And that is really what is, sitting on top of all of this as the big headline. And then the shoe polish and the brandies and the frangelicos. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to sniff the empty cup and then I'm going to drink through this and I'll come back with my final thoughts on this tea, which has been sitting patiently for release. All burnt brownies, but then a freshness like just high mountain air and a bit of leather, a lot of leather. So leather, brownies, and this sort of rocky mineral air. Feeling in my stomach is amazing. I'm getting this soothing, digestive but active feeling in my stomach. I'm going to drink 3 more infusions and I'll come back and let you know my final thoughts. Yes, 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 people. This tea has got it all. The body sensation on this is banging. It has that wonderful digestive quality. It really feels like it's doing your body good. It's deeply settling. It's deeply digestive. It's making my stomach gurgle. It's making me feel warm and it's just an amazing, amazing feeling, the digestive quality of a HR ripe tea. And this has it in full effect. It almost reminds me of having an Armagnac or some sort of shot of alcohol, a digestif after a heavy meal. It's that feeling, that amazing feeling of settled but gurgling and active. But then it's got this amazing rising, beautiful, slightly giddy, but still when you train your mind to it or when you want to put attention on something, it's very focused, but it's got this lovely, giddy, floaty feeling to it. Amazing, floaty sensation, but still focused. Gorgeous, incredible. It's like what tea, that whole thing that everyone looks for in tea. It's calm focus, digestive, settled, but then that giddy, slightly woozy feeling. Amazing, amazing, amazing. The taste just continues to develop and gets sweeter and sweeter in my mouth. As I've gone through 5th infusion, 6th infusion maybe, I'm getting more of the betel nuts and the caramels and the brown sugars. The alcohol notes sort of dissipate. I'm wondering if there's alcohol in it. I don't think so, but it seems to sort of evaporate away. And it's just so clean, mineral, antique-y, but then sweet, resinous woods, caramels, brown sugar. 2003 Liu Bao. I remember how excited I was to release this tea. I don't know how I forgot it, but it is finally here. Don't know the name of it yet. Go check out the website. 2003 Liu Bao. Thank you, Livestream, for reminding me. That's it, tea heads. Check out our other videos, taste our teas wherever you are in the world by browsing mayleaf.com and come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, I am clearly a very forgetful Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for being part of the revelation of true tea. Stay away from those tea bags. Keep drinking the sublime stuff and spread the word, because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.